Hey everyone, Shawn Clement here, Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center, Wisdom in Golf headquarters. And we're talking about how one finger can get you 15 more yards on all of your clubs. Stay tuned. One finger make that big of a difference? Now, you can try this for yourself right away. If you pull back on your arm against your palm, you won't feel much springiness. But if you pull back on the tip of your fingers, you'll notice that the tendons in your forearm are going to really spring. You'll really feel the activation of those tendons. And this is where you get a tremendous amount of sling in the swing. Let me explain. So every time I ask a student to pick up a ball and pretend they're going to skip it on the water like a skipping stone, they always end up wrapping their finger around it just like that. You'll notice you would never hold it like this. So you're wrapping the finger around, and you'll notice the other fingers are just going to come into the palm this way. So I've got this beautiful hook here, and so if I want to deliver a ball in that direction, this is nicely hooked on, and you'll notice the kinetic chain is elbow leading the arm leading the hand leading the fingers. If you hold the ball inside the palm of your hand, you're not going to get that sling at all. So let's look at it in the golf swing now. So when I take my grip, many of you are interlocking your fingers way too deeply. So you end up holding the club right into the middle of the palm of the hand. Well, there's no springiness there. So if you release the interlock and wrap the fingers, see what I just did? And then my index finger wraps around that grip exactly the same way it just wrapped around the ball. Now notice from this angle, the grip itself is now in the same position to sling like I did when I was throwing something. So when I take my setup, you can see when it's in the fingers here how the shaft is going through. I'll open my hand. The majority of the base of the fingers here, and then finally the part of the hand, the part of the palm that connects to the other hand is the heel part of the hand where the grip and the thumb pass. So now I have the ability to hook against that club and to get a really amazing slinging action. So if you were to put the club up against the door frame, let's say I'll put it up against the mat here, and I'm going to put some pressure against it. You can see how I'm really applying some nice pressure to the shaft. When I do that, these two fingers are leveraging against that index finger, and I'm really activating the tendons in my forearm. I'm getting ready to perform a slingshot. And it's been unbelievable the feedback that we get. So once we got the grip, I usually won't affect the grip at first because I'm asking my students to cut the grass. And then when I look at the grip and I can see that they're holding it in the hand like that, they're not getting maximum benefit out of that cut. And as soon as we apply what I just talked about, they get a minimum of 15 yards more ball speed, more smash factor. You get better compression that way. So really pay attention to your grip and to your trigger finger, right? Your pointer finger, that's what's going to make a big difference. You'll see many of the players on tour notice the index finger is separated from the other fingers, and that's what gives me that awesome leverage. If you watch John Daly, that sucker's right down the shaft, and for many of you, that would be too much separation and you wouldn't be able to get the maximum leverage out of it. But if you hold it in the hand, see where the club is passing now? You just don't get a slinging action. You'll get just a clunky hitting action. So I hope you enjoyed that. See my videos entitled Knife the Grip. That's a really good one. see best grip video ever where I'm holding my Clementine. You'll appreciate that as well. And then you'll see another one, an oldie but goodie, one of my earlier ones from 10 years ago called Grip and Wrist Hinge. So pay attention to that. There's a lot of distance in there for you and a lot of control and a lot of nice compression on that ball. All the best.